G'day folks, I just thought I'd give you another little update on what's going on, as well as elaborate on some more of the stuff which I want to liquidate soon. Generally won't be free unless I know you really well, or a good friend of mine like Brad, who I owe some favours, working on my Jag. But a lot of the engines and things that I want to get rid of aren't necessarily antique or anything. I want to keep the old ones apart from the Howard rotary tiller engine. I just don't have time to play with that anymore, so that can go to a good home, but I want $250 for it. I'll post a link to one of the videos in the description when I get the time, but I want at least $250 for it. That's pretty much throwing it away. The Magneto is probably worth $250 on its own, so it'd be a good deal for somebody. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess here. I've got the rest of the hydraulic stuff. I've got the tank, hoses, other bits. I've got to make some new hoses because these ones look like they'll explode. That one already has on the outside. Just been playing around cleaning up the valve body and other bits for it, so I've got to make room. I'm going to put that evaporator unit back together. I really don't know where I'm going to put the condenser. I can put the evaporator up here, but I've got to run the line set possibly outside down the other side of this wall, because there's another Fujitsu just along the side there, so it'll probably end up directly adjacent to the back of the Jag engine, just out there. And I'll run the line set through there next to the bug zapper and along next to the truss. So I'll have an installation video on that one. I'll probably end up commissioning it myself. No use wasting time for somebody else when I'm quite capable of doing it. It's currently sitting charged with nitrogen. Yeah, it's been sitting there for a few weeks and still holding its nitrogen charge. That's good. That's just a 1/4 inch flare with an old Schrader stem. I just machined all the rubber off it. It was a long series like car valve stem, and I just machined all the rubber off it and brazed it in, and that's just capped. So I've got to clean this thing up. It's got lots of plaster dust and other debris inside it, but apart from that it's fine. Yeah, it's just cleaning up and liquidating stuff. I've got a Honda GX340. So this is what I want to clean up so I'm not tripping over things. It's a GX340, which is a parts only engine. It was blown up internally. The block, I've fixed the hole in the block, but it's sort of so-so. It'd work fine again, but I don't know. It's a parts only engine. $100 for that one because it's got all electric start. The whole electric start kit, flywheel, everything. Starter motor, all the coils work on it. The carburetor's perfect. Retail on a new one of those with electric start's about $1,300 to $1,400 from a mower shop, so not too bad of a deal. Particularly if you've got a stripped engine with a good internal set, that sort of thing, you could probably just take everything off the outside of that and bolt it straight on, and it'll have electric start to boot. Keys with it too. It's a key switch lockout electric start. Yeah, the Jag engine's going to stay because that's the original engine for the car I bought. I'm going to do a little bit more work on that. Brad's done the brakes, so big thanks to him for doing that. I'll do the rear brakes next. We've had the front brakes, that is. He's done the front brakes. I'll probably tackle the rear ones, which are inboard discs. So I can't get rid of that engine. I can put that outside and put that there. That's a good start. That's going to get a new motor on it. The other one's going to ground. Yeah, stuff for sale or trade. I think Matty VT93 wants that one, so that's reserved. That's the old Briggs & Stratton. It's a nice oldie actually. Just low on compression. It needs a carby kit, and part of this intake was busted off, so, well, that was busted actually. I've tigged it up, but it's a mess. So that's got to go. I think Jay the Aussie wanted that one or similar. I'll keep that one. That's my old faithful one. That's got rust pitting in the bore and everything, and it keeps going. So he's staying. That's a little 2-stroke. It's got a Bosch Magneto system and everything on it. I've got no idea who actually made it. I think it might be Schaffenacher or some German company. There's the Briggs, which I shaved the head down on. So that's a really high compression experiment engine, but it has a busted ring. So it's it was an experimental thing. It's good for parts. Still runs though. I mean, it runs like dynamite, but it's just parts engine. Side valve Honda in there I'm keeping though. I'll pull this out eventually and just go through it once I start getting rid of them. I don't want to pull it out now because I'll lose floor space. Morris 1100. I was having trouble getting bottom end bits. I need bolts. But new bolt kit's pretty expensive, so that's just been sitting here. Same with the piston ring kit. I found one place, but I just didn't have the money at the time, so it's been sitting ever since. It'll either end up at a Morris specialist as a spare parts pile, or maybe somebody might want to adopt it. I think I paid about 50 bucks for the whole lot, and I've spent God knows how much on it, but I'll probably get rid of the whole project for 150, including all the bearings and other stuff I bought, still new in the wrapper. Yeah, it's a nice engine. It ran okay. It just needs a rebore, really. I've honed most of the pitting and crap out of the bore, but man, tired old thing. It's a fun engine. BSA staying, diesel staying. Yeah, it's just that Howard there. That's got to go. It's just getting in the way. It's a nice old engine. It's running very rich now. I think there's a problem. The carburetor's having a few issues at the moment, but you get that. And again, computers I've got to work through. They all work fine. I just don't have the need for slower, older computers. Like it's 1.8 gigahertz. That's maybe 2 point something. I might keep this one because of the cool case, but the slower ones, like in there, I don't know, scrap bin, or somebody might want them. So that's about it for now. Run out of memory, and yeah, I'll see you all later when I do some more productive videos. Right now I'm just trying to catch up on things. Thanks for watching.